start.
Hit it.
Well, I don't know. You took it away from me the last 6 episodes, so now I have
I finally got used to it.
Holy. Okay. 3.
It's episode 8, by the way.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome to Chemical X episode 8. Veronica has been doing the intro for so long, I forgot what my name is, and here we are.
Basically, Alessia can't do an intro, but I let her have it this time, and she fucked it up.
I only got it because I have the heart in the background. Let's be real.
That's pretty
Shout
much.
out to Neonific for our new heart. We absolutely love it. This one's here to stay, guys.
Yeah. Also, discount code in the description. Alessia keeps complaining about everything, that she doesn't get it on her side and she doesn't get the earphones, even though it's predetermined before the show. She never has a problem with it till we get on camera. She starts going, Veronica didn't let me have the 7-Up bottle in the shot. And I'm going, these people are going to think I'm a bitch.
Oh my God.
This time I said, Aless, sign on your side. Take it. You want the 7-Up bottle? Bring the 7-Up bottle.
My God.
Coke? You want the Coke?
Speaking of last week, though.
I thought you were going to say, speaking of Coke.
No.
You're like, what? We can't just start off the topic with
Now
that.
people are going to think I'm a drug addict, so thanks for that.
Well, just to not make everyone think you're a drug addict, we were just talking about how I read this meme and it literally says, you're an adult when you realize that everybody does cocaine and that cheese is expensive. And I'm like, I've never read something more specific.
It's
specific,
so true.
relatable.
It's so true.
I never realized how many people actually do cocaine.
Well,
it's
life. A bit don't put me in that percentage because I actually don't, and I'm anti-drug girl,
So, Alessia's mom, if you're listening.
But if you'd be proud, and if you watched last episode, you wouldn't be proud of Veronica, so. But speaking of last week, everyone was like, wow, it's so funny, it's your best one yet, and I went, oh my God, Veronica, we're going to have to be drunk every single weekend to be funny, every single time we shoot.
I'm pretty sure I was sober last episode, so you could speak for yourself.
Well, everyone found me funny for the first time.
We'll bring a bottle next time.
You know what they say? 7 times the charm. 7 times. 7.
What's in that glass there, Alessia? Water
Vodka.
Or vodka? Hopefully
7-Up.
vodka.
7-Up.
7-Up. Anyway, so thank you so much for all the good comments that we got last time. Everybody thought it was hilarious the way Alessia was drinking. So if you haven't seen it, go watch, because this time it's just water. So you're not going to get the same effect. Ale, can you redo it for us? Essentially, that's what it was. Just a little preview if you didn't see last episode.
Way worse. It was way worse. By the end of the episode, my hair was literally
You were me at 3 a.m.
No, literally.
But at 7 p.m.
Literally. It was so embarrassing.
And now I'm getting people trying to get me to answer all the questions that I drank to, and I'm like, excuse me,
Oh
there's a reason I drank to those.
It's so true. We were at a pool party this weekend, and a girl came up to, I think both of us, and was asking us different questions. I was like, okay, listen, we drank for a reason, we're not answering now.
Well, you don't count because you drank for every question, but that's another story.
And I also answer.
That's another story. Anyway, speaking of drinking, yesterday I went out. Actually, I didn't really go out. We just drank on the rooftop, whatever.
So you went out.
So I went out. That's COVID for going out. Okay. Anyways, go home. It's I'm a worst sleep of my life. The sleep where you're wasted, but you keep waking up every 2 minutes because you think you're missing your alarm clock, but it's 4 a.m. Yeah. That was me yesterday. So I finally wake up and I'm literally dead exhausted. And Monday morning,
you're
hungover.
You reevaluate your job. You reevaluate.
You're saying
everything.
I don't want this fucking job. And you're thinking of any excuse you could. I was literally about to text my boss and say I have COVID because I didn't want to go to work. Do you know what I mean? You're literally there's been times where I woke up and I literally Googled excuses to give to work.
Did you hear about the girl who pretended she had COVID and she worked at McDonald's and they shut down the whole McDonald's to find out that she didn't, and she got a huge fine? I don't know if you heard about it, but
I didn't know it was me. That's something I would do.
Veronica Rossi on the news. Really? Well, listen, it would bring up our ratings on Chemical X, so
maybe I should have claimed COVID and shut down the whole company.
I agree.
But anyways, at least I would have been able to sleep. Bada bada bing bo. I have a motor mouth, I realized. That's why I can't talk.
She has a motor mouth, guys.
I'm just so smart that the script wants to go before my mouth can follow. She's making a dirty joke, and also I want everyone to know that my aunt and uncle listened to my last podcast. No. And my aunt called me and said, your uncle never wants to see your boyfriend again because now he knows you made a sex tape. And I went, I would stop listening to all the other ones. From now on, just please be a supporter from afar.
Oh my god, and that's my fault. I blame myself because you weren't gonna
No.
say that as the most embarrassing thing, and
I blame them because the thing was literally called "My Mom Drove Me to Lose My Virginity," and they still said, "Let's see what this one's about.
Let's see what Veronica's talking about.
Let's see what she's up to."
Maybe it was Alessia. Who knows?
They were hoping it was you, but let me tell you, you drank to every question, so they don't know anything about
Literally.
you. They know all my secrets. So that's that.
Oh my god.
But
Can you sing before like you were singing?
No. I've done too many episodes where I
But
did
I
a little
actually
singing.
feel like you're a good singer. Like I wasn't. You
So-
weren't bad.
So when I was a kid, I always wanted to be a rock star, and
Veronica,
I took singing
and I also
lessons.
sounded good in the shower. But
I
let me
took
tell you, it
singing
doesn't go
lessons.
further than that.
And I thought I was really good, and I sang on multiple occasions in front of a bunch of people. Every time there was a talent show, I said, me, and I would sing a Taylor Swift song, and let me tell you, I was not good. So whoever has seen me, I remember grade 6, my principal was leaving. I remixed the song, We Are Family. You know that song? We are family. Oh, I'm singing.
Look at that.
I remixed it, changed all the words to We Will Miss You. Because he
No,
was
I don't
leaving,
believe-
sang it in front of 400 people in the school and the parents. And
I'm
my mom,
leaving, honestly. I'm leaving.
my mom was probably like, "That's not my daughter." I don't know. I
Literally,
honestly, I
it's
don't
probably
know. her.
why she
We
brought
look
you to
alike,
lose
but I
your
don't know her.
virginity. She went, take her.
She literally said, "Somebody take this."
Okay, well, just before your dad was here, and we need to talk about what he was saying, Veronica, because there's no way.
Everybody's gonna think I have a really fucked up family.
So I always think that Veronica has one sibling, and it's her sister.
But I don't. I have a lot of siblings.
But she has a lot of siblings, but one that just, I'll make
So,
you say it.
I think we've talked before about my stepbrother in the past, but my dad's here, and
The
he's-
one we were talking
who
about.
DMs you.
Who
Yes.
DMs me. Perfect.
So the one who DMs my
You better say
Alessia.
best friend, because I don't know what you're going to say.
I don't know what I was
friend.
gonna say, my coworker. So the one who DMs Alessia, basically my dad's here and he's talking to me and he's like, yeah, you know, like I'm building him a treehouse, and I think he's joking. I'm like, treehouse. Then he's going, no, like I'm actually building him a treehouse like 10 feet in the air in an hour and a half away in the woods. I went, what? He's like, yeah, he wants like no electricity, no water, no washroom. I was like, hold
Like,
on a
why
minute.
does he just go camping at this point?
I was like, how many times did he read the book Hatchet in grade 6? Because he's a little bit too excited for this.
like,
Is that a joke?
okay, wait.
There's bears that live in the
no
forest.
water.
No water. That means no electricity, so no air conditioning, no service, no Wi-Fi. You can't even do a stove.
We'll figure out how much his siblings really like him when they're there to bring him fucking water, which is gonna be never. So he's gonna be dying of
if it's
thirst.
from me, I'm gonna say, see ya.
And your sister, you think she's gonna show up with water?
So, oh my God. So then I'm like, well, I don't get it. Like, he wants to live with the animals. My dad's like, no, like, you know, he gets along more with animals. But I'm like, but you know what I mean? Like, when I say how many siblings do I have, do I include him, or do I include him when I start talking about how many pets I have? Because I just want to know, like, when people ask me, do I say I have a sister, I have a stepbrother, I have a half brother, and I also have a semi-animal, semi-human, and a dog called Maya. And I used to have a goldfish, but it
Your
died.
dog Maya is more human than Adrian will ever be. Adrian, if you're listening, well, you're
Have fun
apparently
in the forest.
Yeah. And
You're not listening because there's probably no Wi-Fi.
And sucks for you, you won't be able to DM me anymore.
Honestly, iconic.
I can't. I can't.
Well,
Why can't you, Alessia?
let me tell you where I'm not moving, and it's the fucking forest.
Are you joking me? Like,
No.
honestly, like, you have to be, like, somewhat
I go
fucked
camping,
up.
and I'm like, this is enough for me.
Are you kidding me? Even the campgrounds have fucking toilets inside. Like, even camping is, like, still luxurious
Yeah,
if you think
literally.
about it.
I was like, he is asking, my dad is literally saying, I'm going to make you, you know, a septic tank. I'm going to attach you to, he's like, the Hydro-Quebec is 250 meters away. And he's saying, no, I don't want.
I can't.
Like,
I just want to know how he's going to survive in the winter. Then we'll talk. We'll see how fast he goes back to his parents'
that's what I
house.
said. I said, well, what happens in winter? He said, I don't know. I'm insulating the house. So I guess he's staying there. I went, what? I'm so
Like,
confused.
Okay, guys, we need to talk about our fan page for a second here. Because the amount of DMs Veronica and I are getting, it's reaching a point where it's like...
Well, let's just first explain the fact that the other day, Alessia gets a DM saying, hey, can I make a fan page about you and Veronica?
Right.
And we didn't answer because we were like, LMAO.
Well, first I sent it to, let's be honest.
Yeah.
First I sent it to Veronica and I went, could be fun.
I said, say no.
And then I was like, okay, I'm not even going to answer.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
2 days later,
the fan page gets made and I did not approve and you did not approve.
I definitely didn't approve. And then people start sending it to me. Like, at first I went, okay, like, there's one follower and they're following us and there's 2 pics of us and I went, whatever, harmless. But then I start seeing they're following all my friends. They're posting screenshots of videos of me. And all my friends, my aunt and uncle are saying, what the fuck is this? No. And everybody's saying, did you make this? I'm
then the amount of DMs I got saying, did you make this fan page? Because Allah, like, it's embarrassing. Like, but honestly, like, be honest, like, you made it. And I'm like, no. And then Veronica's like, no, I'm actually like, Allah, tell that person to delete it. I'm like, you messaged them. Like, and then it's going on. And then it's like, I don't know where they're getting the pictures anymore.
Well, I got a screenshot from my TikTok. I said, at least take a good screenshot. You think I made this? I'm like this in the picture. You think I made this account? Another thing is the account.
I made this account?
The account name is Vero and Alessia fan page. And I said, I promise you the first clue that I did not make this fucking account is that mine says Vero. Nobody calls me Vero. I hate when people call me Vero.
I think it has to do with them liking me a little more, so I got the full name. But
yeah, well, my name went there first, so that's all.
Who's choosing sides?
It's just every day when I get tagged in, I get a Vero and Alessia fan page tagged in a photo, and it says, "Get on your knees, the princess is here." And I said,
and I went, oh my god. Then hottest sisters,
the princess is here.
No,
this beat is automatic, supersonic, hypnotic, funky, fresh.
No, I don't know the rest. But anyways, okay, so they posted an old picture of you, I think in Australia, with this picnic long blue and white dress, and I happened to be wearing it the day that they posted, and I went, how does that work? Like, if they posted Veronica in it, but now they're reminding Veronica that I have her dress, like, okay, this is when it's enough now. I don't need to remind her that I have a piece of her clothing that I don't want to give back.
But you know what I love about those accounts? Like, even when those, like, repost accounts will, like, ask to repost you, okay, you're famous. No. Anyways, when those accounts, you always realize which pictures they choose, and you're like, okay, so now I know that you think all my other pics are fucking ugly.
Yeah, like,
so
they choose the ones that are, like, mostly, like, provocative.
Now it's like, I know which one my boyfriend shows when he says, this is my girlfriend.
No, I'm dead.
It's probably one of those.
It's probably not the same one he shows his mom when he's saying, this is my girlfriend.
Really? I think there's one picture on my account.
One.
Yeah. He uses the one where I'm snowboarding. And even then my ass is out, so doesn't really work.
You never win, honestly.
I never win.
Anyway, so you reported it twice.
I don't even know if that's possible, but I reported it twice. And they didn't get back to me.
Well, they called you
So guys, if you're whoever feels like reporting this account, go find it.
But I was like, we actually made it. Like, if somebody wants to make a fan page about us, I was like,
we're famous.
What did I write in the story? I was like,
yeah, so she goes and write, guys, how do we tell our families we made it?
We made it.
Me and her are thinking it means we made it as in we're famous.
Meaning, like, when somebody makes a fan page, like, you've made it in life.
Yeah.
But people are thinking, no, like, we made it. Like,
my sister goes, well, you said you guys made it.
You made it. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. We always get fucking stuck.
We can never win.
Never.
It's crazy. It's crazy how everybody wants a fan page about themselves, but then you get one and everybody says you made it.
Yeah, and then what, they start grabbing the ones from Facebook and posting, and you go, listen, bitch, I know you're calling me a goddess, but delete that fucking pic.
First of all I do for a living is run social media accounts. You think I have space to put an extra social media account between my fake account, my business accounts that are never happening, my photography account, and my 2 accounts for work? You think I have space on my phone? It says you've reached the maximum accounts. So
no, literally.
There is. Can we talk about fake accounts? Like, people who I feel like guys don't know about that. Like, people who have fake, like, girls, I feel like every girl has a fake account.
Every time I take my friend's phone or whatever, and I'm just like, here, like, let me post it for you, and I just, like, I don't know why I'm switching accounts, and then I go, I don't even look at the name, because I'm like, every bitch has a fucking fake account, so I'm just like, who the fuck are you searching? Like, what's your past?
I actually don't have a fake account. So apparently I'm a liar because I just said it, but I have like my photography account, which I use as my sneak account. But let's just explain to all.
You post you in there, so shouldn't you?
Yeah,
still
no,
have a
but
fake
I mean,
account?
like, it's still my, like, you know, I don't really have a fake account anyways. But I do know a lot of people that have fake accounts that are like 3 girls share the same password and information, and I'm like, guys, this is fucking crazy.
Literally.
But
I even sometimes, because let's say I have a fake account, okay, busted. But I mean, like, I don't have many followers. I'm very scared of who I follow. So it's like, it's even more like sketch when there's like one follower. So then, anyways, I asked one of my friends, I'm like, hey, can I use yours? It's shared. It looks like the most realistic account in the world.
Well, I know a few people that share one, and it's like, they worked on it. Like, you would think this is a real girl. And I don't trust the internet anymore. I'm there with my photography account thinking I'm slick, watching people's stories.
Literally.
But I just want to explain to our 75% of men that watch this podcast, even though...
Guys, honestly, I'm really disappointed in the bitches out there.
Yeah. Like I know the guys are here when we show our titties, but they're not here today. And I know you're still watching. But I feel like guys have no idea that girls make fake accounts. And I'm like, you guys need to realize what's going on.
They don't give a fuck, I think. I feel like guys get over things so fast, and girls, it's like, we dread it, we check it. We're like, we analyze everything. We become FBI agents, honestly.
FBI agents. Girls are actually better. I wonder if there's a higher percentage of girls in the FBI because there should be.
No.
Because we are, as a breed, FBI agents.
Literally.
I can find out anything. I have crazy bitches as friends, and it's like I screenshot of a snap, zoomed in, the hair of this person, the shadow kind of looked like my boyfriend.
But
and
honestly,
this girl, like,
it's really scary having bitches who are so like on it, because they make you, sometimes it's actually nothing and they're just sleeping, and you literally created this whole scenario, and you have your crazy friends pumping you up. So you're like, that happened at the beginning of your relationship. I remember you're like, Alessia, stop outing me, fuck.
I don't remember.
It wasn't with a fake account though. It was just like, you were talking to someone and they were like making this whole scenario. Anyways, it ended up being David was fucking sleeping, and it was like retarded. She's like, thanks.
My sister.
Your sister.
Say, so if there's one person, guys, I never go to advice to, you have to, let's structure out how friend group works.
Well, when you're structuring, are you also patting the
fucking out the table because there's wrinkles? But for, like I said,
guys,
the
also there's an alcohol stain from last week that's not going away, so we have to flip the whole...
So for our 75% male viewers, the way girl friendship works is you have the one that's like gonna tell you how it is. You go for them when you want to hear what the reality is.
And then you have... I think.
So that's me. I would say that's me. Definitely.
I think that's me too.
I feel like we're pretty realistic. But then we have the crazy ass bitches who you go to when you just want to be hyped the fuck up.
Literally.
But those are not the ones that you want to go to if you actually care about your relationship.
Literally.
So, I remember once I messaged and my sister is one of them. So I messaged my sister once and I'm like, oh, like this happened. Like he didn't answer me. Like, what do I do? Like, do you think he's still sleeping? Whatever. And I was just like mad. But like, you know, when you just don't know, I was just like overreacting. And she's like,
keyword, overreacting.
Yeah. She's like, wow, text him right now, ... question mark, what the fuck?
And how do you go from being normal to a psychopath real quick?
I went, yeah, I'm not going to do that, so thanks for the tip. But remind me never to take advice from you again.
Oh my God.
There's just some people that I'm like, you guys, I don't know how you get like this.
Oh,
but when you talk with them, they hype you up so much that you're about to go with a gun somewhere and shoot somebody over something that didn't even happen.
Oh my God, I can't remember what I almost did 3 weeks ago, but I look back and I'm like, let me just give myself the day just to think about it. And the next day I had heart attacks just thinking I was almost going to do that.
Well, we agree that you come to me when you want to know. Ale will get pissed at me because I'll actually tell her how it is. I'll be like, no, this doesn't exist. And she'll be like, fuck you. Why are you going against me? And I'm like, I'm not.
When you ask when you want someone's opinion, but you're not actually ready for it. So you go against them. But Veronica does that to me all the time too. So I don't know who we're...
I'm just like, I'm excessively will tell you how it is. Like, I'll be like, I don't agree. And then it's like, you know what? Fuck you. Or agree a little bit. And I'm like, no. It's like, no, agree.
So I went to a party, like a pool party not too long ago. And I was like, hey, like I went in a bathing suit and like whatever, a little wrap. And I get there and there's a girl wearing the exact same bathing suit as me. And I'm just like...
Is this grade 6 Mean Girls? Checking for a friend. Checking for a friend.
I was so annoyed, but then it's like, who wore it better? Like, I'm sorry, you don't want to be
you
at
have
a
triple
pool party.
D's, I think you wore it better.
Okay, listen.
My mom's listening.
I wasn't wearing it better because my nipple was sticking out, so...
There you go, you were wearing it better.
It wasn't fitting me. When I go, like, shopping for a bathing suit or anything, and they go, sorry, I only have, like... a medium road, I go, bring them all, let me try them all, I'll make one work. I used to do that all the time at Agent Provocateur. Do you remember?
We used to go to Agent Provocateur.
In the system, it was always like, I'm a B or a C. And she would be like, well, here, like, I checked the system, you're good. I'm like, no, like, I'll work with whatever you have, but like.
It says, but Alessia, last time it says here that you got a 32A. And you're like, no, like, nipple covers.
All the time. But anyways, just to say, I was wearing my Body Strand, the company I started, and that's how I know I killed it, because when you're wearing a Body Strand, it always overpowers any bathing suit. So
Is this
Veronica's
an ad?
laughing because I'm popping in my ad here.
Oh, it is an ad. But yeah, moral of the story is wear fucking body strands.
Basically, and use Chemical X for a discount at checkout.
You guys got a lot of discounts here today. Give us something in return, like a fucking subscribe.
Literally.
Like, I don't know.
Oh my God.
We're out here giving
when somebody
neon
comes
signs,
up to
body
me,
strands.
anyways, random people come up to us now. Oh my God, what are we, like, famous
Oh, we
now?
have a fan cup. Random people come up
Anyways.
to us. It's my mom.
But when someone comes up to us, whether it's a friend or someone we don't know, I feel bad for them after they say they watch, because then we're going, follow, subscribe, literally like, comment. We literally attack them. They're going,
We?
Oh. Someone's got to get fucking people following our
Alessia's a
accounts.
sergeant. We share the account, right? And I'll literally go on the DMs, and sometimes I see like random person liked a message. I'm like, who is this? And I click and I see it's Alessia saying, like and follow. And I'm like, no. These poor innocent souls probably just liked our picture, and she's going, follow.
Okay,
and
I
subscribe.
don't do it to people like that. Okay, she's really fucking exaggerating.
She's like, okay, I did it twice.
No.
Once.
Speaking from the girl who didn't even want to make a Chemical X account, I think we should just talk about that for a second. She went, we'll just use our personal accounts. I went, bitch, we're making an Instagram.
Like I said, Alessia, I have too many accounts. And I don't have room for a fan club or a Chemical X.
Well,
now you do.
Yeah. Delete your photography one that it doesn't sound like you're using.
Yeah, it does. Like I said. This is really far.
Is that like bad luck if we cheers with water?
Yeah, it is.
Do you believe in that?
I like making the water sound. ASMR. Guys, who knows what ASMR is?
Okay, bye. I'm leaving.
Nobody's here to answer the
I
question.
watched Veronica's and I actually think she was like handicapped or something. She was literally going, so these are the nuts?
Okay,
No,
guys.
no.
I know
Veronica,
that.
it was by far your most
Listen
embarrassing
to me.
moment.
I say ASMR. Alessia has no idea what it is. My boyfriend
now
has
I
no
know
idea.
what it is,
Now you know what it
thankfully,
is.
for my-
But I just want everybody to know. Fuck you if you say it's weird, because there's millions of followers on these ASMR accounts. So I know for a fact that half of you bitches are weird as fuck like me and watch ASMR.
But
That's
just
all.
explain like briefly what you did.
What I did for my
Yeah.
ASMR video?
Yeah. So a company sent her like nuts.
Didn't we talk about this in another video?
I don't know.
I think we spoke about my ASMR video. But let me explain what ASMR is. ASMR is like satisfying sounds like that give you like tingles. You're like so an orgasm.
Yeah.
So
I
is this
was
on
just
Pornhub?
gonna say. Submit from last week.
But it's like relaxing sounds, I guess. Makes you relax. So
I
you
know
like
a few other relaxing sounds that don't involve ASMR.
Hi guys and welcome back to Chemical X.
I feel like you have to do that with your nails.
Should I call this ASMR? Like I don't know.
Oh my God. And I'm doing it with my...
Are those still the nails you were complaining about last week?
Yep. Well, I wouldn't even consider them nails. I would just say like nail polish, I guess. Or clear nail polish.
Or no nail polish?
Hardened nail gel.
Hardened nail gel.
Was that even English?
I don't know. Every time you come on the show, I'm not sure I speak English anymore. So I don't know what I speak, and I don't know what language you. Anyway, there's something floating in my water. I drank it anyways. Anyway, what were we talking about? I feel like we go so off topic.
Oh my God.
This is what happens when we don't actually have a topic. We're just like bada bing, bada boom.
This is worldwide.
Yeah. Speaking of whatever the fuck we were talking about that I don't know what it is, but I just want everyone to know that if you work in an office, which you probably don't because you lost your job because of COVID, but if you still do, tell me you don't agree, waiting for you to tell me even though you're not here, that when you work in an office in summer, it feels like it's winter all year round because you're in AC and you're going to work in a long sleeve top and you don't see the sun.
I just feel like regardless, working in summer is just like disgusting.
Your motivation is at -1.
No. Like every day, if you should work, should be till 2.
Like in Italy. I just feel like when it's the summer, like I write one email and I'm out of breath. And I'm like, what time is it?
Veronica's acting like in the winter she's buried in bugs. Okay.
In the winter, I don't get up because it's cold outside, and I say I want to stay in my bed.
Really?
But my house, I just want you to know that my roommate puts it at 18 degrees, so I freeze. So like I said, winter I go from 18 degrees to 18 degrees at the office to outside for 45 minutes on my way home.
No, but it's like your bones start to like actually like ache when you're in freezing cold. Like,
well, I started getting a cough because of being in air conditioning all the time, and I have people staring at me like I have fucking COVID, and I'm like, no, it's just because apparently I'm in an ice box.
Okay, you're annoying now. Butterfingers.
I can't keep my phone in my hand.
That's for your fingers.
But Alessia wouldn't know because she works. What do you do as an entrepreneur?
You're annoying. I'm basically okay. Now I have to go with my whole job title. Like you're annoying.
Like
I'm
the first
basically a sales
episode
rep,
where you
so
said.
I know. Oh my God. I'm basically a sales rep and I work on the road. So I create my own schedule and I go see clients. But like, I basically live out of my car. Let's be real.
Well, so step up from my stepbrother. At least you have AC in there.
I have AC. I have music.
That's all you need.
And yeah, so like if I go see a client and I make a sale, I'm just more relaxed for the day. I'm not like on the clock, if that makes any sense.
Well, let me tell you, I'm on the clock. Alessia every day says, yeah, I'm going to work. And I'm like, bitch, it's 10 a.m. and you're putting your mascara on. And I'm there going, but I started at 10 a.m. and I'm in my car at 10 a.m. So you're like, who's losing their job here, me or you? I threw us both under the bus in that one.
I was staring at you like,
you said, hold on a minute, what are you saying there? Is my boss watching? Stop watching.
I don't know why she does this. Like,
I don't know. For me, it's like, I feel like I'm at the A&W drive-thru. Oui, bonjour. Puis-je prendre votre commande? Puis-je?
Yeah.
Hi, guys. That was not English. That was not French.
That was disgusting, honestly.
I don't know what that was. What else do we want to talk about?
I don't know. I feel like there's so much, but also nothing at the same time. Our lives are pretty much the same.
I can't remember. All I know is that all my friends' birthdays. Okay, here's a story about drama queens. You're like, what? So my best friend, boyfriend, cousin, and my boyfriend's best friend all have birthdays within the same 5 days.
No, if you feel like you're not saying that story.
I've been trying to organize everything and pull in all these birthdays, and I'm sweating. And it's like, how do you start saying, listen, I can't come to your birthday, but I known you my whole life, but I have a boyfriend now and his birthday comes first.
No, we need to talk about the whole drama that happened.
So,
it was fucking hilarious, honestly. Two jokes.
So I always joke that me and my best friend are who's more conceited than either of us. But it was his birthday, and I gave him the you're more conceited, even though we'll see. Anyways, so it was his birthday, and I was like, do you mind if I just bring like a cupcake or something for like my boyfriend so he can blow out the candles? And he's like, well,
hold on. First, explain that he had his birthday for 2 days in a row.
He got 2 days.
He got 2 days on his birthday, and on the fucking third day when we were going to go on a boat, he was like, what did he say?
I was like, can I bring like a little cupcake for my boyfriend to blow out candles? He said, I mean, I don't care, but like it has to have my name on it too. And I went, no, you win. You're more conceited.
But it's just like, I'm so the type of person, like my birthday's always shared with your sister, you know that, because it's like pretty much on the same date. But like, I actually prefer to share a birthday than all attention be on me. But I know bitches, when it's their fucking birthday, it's like,
you know what I think it is?
Anything that's not to do with their fucking birthday, it's over.
I think they're just spoiled because they have summer birthdays, so they already get everything they want in life, and we have winter birthdays, so we don't even know what we're just begging for one person to come to our birthday. We don't mind. You're
so
celebrating your
true.
birthday too. Please come.
Yeah.
My birthday is mid-exam week. It's December, second week of December, so it's exam week every year. A fucking snowstorm, and nobody wants to go out because it's like one of the first few snowstorms where everybody forgets how to drive. So essentially I get no one to come to my birthday. If I had a summer birthday, I would also be as picky.
Wild, honestly.
Well, actually in Australia, because the seasons are switched, my birthday was actually a summer birthday after all. So I was like, who knew it was that simple to get a summer birthday? All you have to do is move across the fucking country. Move across the fucking country. I get accents when I talk. I forget ours.
Because you started talking about Australia and then your Australian accent came back. Crazy.
Oh my God.
I can't even deal with your Australian
I had an Australian accent for a day,
I
apparently. I don't know. I'll never know. I wish I could meet Australian me. You only ever had your MTL WAP accent. Actually, sorry, Laval WAP, even worse. You're like, hold on a second.
Yeah, like, calm the fuck down. So my street was always on Prudential. So every time someone would be like, I'd be like, I live on Prudential, sorry. I'm prude.
But I don't know if she's prude anymore. That's payback for you saying that I apparently slept with 700 people on the last podcast.
Listen, you had every opportunity to say, sorry, I slept with 10. And you said anything under 700. So you went 699. So
678. Anyway, that's all. I just got a notes from Siri, a Siri suggestion saying, what's the weirdest thing you've ever used as a sex toy? So if you feel like answering that right now. Siri's trying to help us out here. So, Alessia
Veronica,
has...
I hate when you do that.
I always do the interview stance too.
I literally hate when you do that.
It's like, so
when she does the so Alessia, it's like, no, stop interviewing me. This isn't an interview.
But, so last episode, Alessia claimed to the world that she was something that she no longer is. So, Alessia, please, I'll give you the honors with telling everybody.
This is the most embarrassing thing to ever happen.
This is when the girl who cried wolf.
No, I can't. I can't. So yeah, last week I was saying how I was single and I'm not anymore.
So she said all the stories about the sex toys and the switching and everything.
No, okay, but I just want everybody to know that this episode was filmed a week before. So we ended on good terms, but like there was still unfinished business. Ew. And I just can't.
So now they're back together.
No.
So now Alessia's going, how do I retract everything that was done?
So the day we got back together is the day we filmed.
Launching
We were launching the one that I'm saying, so guys, I'm single. And that's the most embarrassing thing. And I even was like, hey, Veronica, like.
It's a bit like, how do you say, I know we're back together, but just don't watch the podcast.
And then people watch the podcast and were like, hey, I heard, I'm so sorry to hear it. I'm just like, yeah, it's kind of complicated.
You're like, oh, wait till next week's actually, because there's an update on that.
No. And I'm like, this is why I don't like talking about my personal life. But
I feel like
you know what I mean? You never want to be that girl in this, like the girl who's breaking up and getting back together. And guys, that's me.
I mean, I think everybody...
It hasn't happened to me so much. Like, there's so many people who break up, get back, but hasn't really been the case for me. But still, just knowing that it was aired and now I'm like, how do I like...
It's not the same as all the other girls who post a single snap. This is a podcast posted on the internet.
No, literally. With people asking me like, hey, I hope everything's good. And I'm like, oh, I can't even like... Then I'm like, do I even say that I'm back? Like, in a week when I scream at him because the toothpaste was left without the lid, like, and we're broken up again. How does that work? Do I have to tell everyone again?
So I think this is finally time to say the breakup story, which is the best story that we've been waiting to say.
No.
And I feel like it's only the perfect time that now you guys are back together. So now it's like, well, what do you want? It was in the past.
Yeah, Veronica was like, let's talk about it. And I was like, Veronica, it's still fresh. Like, think about my feelings.
She kept saying one more week. And I'm like, I want to talk about it. So, can I say the story? You want to say the story?
You say it from your perspective, and then I'll come in if I think you're saying it
wrong.
So
also, I have an update on the story that you don't even know yet. This is the time that you worked at this is the time you worked, essentially the time you worked at a club and made negative $40. So Alessia,
I'm scared now. I didn't hear this story. You sure you don't want to just pass it to me first?
Alessia calls me at Alessia calls me at 2 a.m. and
okay, we don't have to go into details.
No. Keyword calls. This bitch FaceTimes me 600. I answer a hey text, back hey, and I get a FaceTime. So the fact that I was getting a call was like alarming. My boyfriend's like, Alessia's calling you. It's fine. She's just telling me that we need
She calls me your best friend, but then she's so not quick to answer her fucking phone.
I'm like, it's fine. She's just like probably telling me that we need to reschedule tomorrow. Then she calls again. I'm like, something's fishy here. It's a call. So I pick up the phone. She's like, oh my God, whatever. Story. She's in Quebec City. So she's like, look, can you come and pick me up? It's 3 a.m. I'm like, okay, well, it's a 3-hour drive. Like, I'll find you a hotel. Like, I'll come pick you up tomorrow, whatever. I'm an amazing friend, I know. Anyways, moral of the story is she ends up staying there. So I go pick her up the next morning, get up bright and early, 8 a.m. to go pick up Alessia, my best friend who I would sell for a pack of Skittles. So anyways, I go pick her up. Rush there. My boyfriend's in the passenger seat. Like, what's going on?
Oh my God. Thank God you had him though.
Crazy.
He almost canceled on
He
you.
almost canceled on me.
No.
I was almost gonna pick you up single and pick you single up being single. He almost said, "Can you go alone?" And I went,
who the fuck would pick me up 3.5 hours away? Veronica.
I
But
did
she
it.
also said, if I come get you, Alessia, I want you to know that if you get back with him, I'm putting you back in the car and I'm driving you all the way back to fucking Quebec City. And I went, it's not gonna happen.
Just so you know what I'm doing after this filming is me and Alessia are getting in the car and I'm driving her to Quebec City. And so this is the addition to the story. So anyway, so just to add, we're on the way back and then we're like, oh, sex shop. This is the whole vibrator story from our last podcast. But I'm just like
still taking in everything that happened. I'm like super like emotional. But then I'm like, my poor friend just drove 3.5 hours away to come get me. Like, let me at least make her Quebec experience an experience she'll never forget. And what better than the gift that keeps on giving?
A vibrator. Nope, this is not an ad. So anyway, so I bring her back. That's the end of the story. 2 days ago, I get a call from my dad saying, you got a ticket that came in the mail. I'm like, what?
No, I don't. You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, Quebec City, you got a speeding ticket for going 68 in a 50 zone. It's $80. I said, fuck this. I made a profit of fucking zero.
Oh my God, I'm going to transfer you. I feel so bad. Actually, you know who's going to transfer? My fucking boyfriend, because he's a fucking loser.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him an expense sheet, and this is the gas, and also this is the taco that I ate.
Okay, well, explain this story. Okay, guys. So I actually hooked Veronica up with a job, but she got it because she's actually talented, so I won't take that away from her. But we broke up on the Sunday, and then the Monday
was my first day at work.
First day at work, her, my boyfriend, and the boss who hired her, which is my boyfriend's best friend. It doesn't get more awkward than that.
And I literally showed up like this. Oui, bonjour.
No. You went, bitch. I picked her up 3.5 hours away. Don't talk to me today.
12 hours earlier, I was at his house saying, can I have Alessia's stuff, please? Knocking at the door. So how does that work? The next day, I showed up in my blouse saying, Veronica Rossi, merci.
You went,
I don't speak French on my job. So.
You went, can I be bitchy on my first day? Like, how does that work? Like, can I, like, hate you?
It's almost like, but am I supposed to be nice to you because we're working together? Or am I supposed to hate you because you're apparently an ex-boyfriend right now? Like, it was the worst timing.
Weirdest thing, honestly. And me going, Veronica, what happened? Like, classic, crazy ex-girlfriend.
We're in a meeting and I have Alessia texting me, yeah, but what did he do? I'm like, he spoke about business. She's like, yeah, but like, did he look sad? I'm like, we were in a meeting with 6 people.
And I went, but bitch, tell me he looked sad.
Was he writing Alessia with a heartbreak on his paper?
But anyways, guys, all this to say, it was the most fucking embarrassing story ever. And yeah, I mean, there's not much to it. I mean, everyone, honestly, during this COVID, the amount of people who broke up and stuff, there was so much shit.
I know like 5.
Anyway, so yeah. So guys, I guess just blur out what you heard in the last episode and
start fresh.
Start fresh. Give us another chance, guys.
Now it's a bit like, what is my top saying here? Stolen Girlfriends Club? Did I steal you? Like, what's going on?
In Quebec City, you said.
I said, I'm stealing your girl.
Oh my God.
I actually have to say, I bought this top. Well, I decided I need a story, so I'm not going to take a sip.
But I also want to say that my ex-boyfriend at the time, before we shot with Caleb Branco, decided that was the perfect fucking time to send a whole message of how he missed me. Okay?
Alessia's in the podcast trying not to cry, and we're there interviewing Kayla.
No, literally, and I don't know if you could see my face in that. I'm just like, meow, mew. So, okay. According to TikTok, nobody spoke about TikTok. My head was not there. Oh my God.
I mean, is your head ever really there? But
laugh.
But speaking of stolen girlfriends, so I bought this top because I literally steal everybody's girlfriends. Like, my boyfriend's like, no, I don't get it. I've never seen. He's like, you literally get more girls than a guy. Like, we go to a party and he's like, I'm just gonna go get a drink. Leaves me alone for 2 seconds. Comes back. I have 3 girls around me going, wow, I love your hair. And I'm going, I don't know what it is. They just love me. So girls.
Now we know why your boyfriend's with you.
So watch out, boys. 75%, like I said. I'ma steal your girl. That's all. Stolen Girlfriends Club.
I can't deal.
And my boyfriend said, haha, Stolen Girlfriends Club, because I stole you from everyone. I said, no, I decided to be here. I made the decision.
David's laughing.
When you want to be independent. But then I say, but I love you. But I chose, but like, because I like you.
Oh my God. But yeah, that's pretty much an update on our life.
Yeah, so moral of the story is I'm late every day to my
Moral
job.
of the story is
I have a cough
I got
and it's not
Veronica a
COVID.
vibrator in Quebec City when I should have been buying myself one. So,
but now
she
you
was
don't
like,
need it.
seriously, Ella, like it's expensive. You don't need to get it for me. But now
I
with
just
the
wanna
ticket,
know-
I just want to know you ended up in the negatives.
I ended up in just like that time you worked at a club. But I just want to know if when he gave you the bag full of sex toys, did you bring it back to his house now or you still have it in the trunk of your car?
I don't have a shot to take.
Anyway,
You're
guys.
going, okay, so answer.
Yeah, literally. You have no shot to-
Anyways, guys, thank you so much.
Wow, intro and outro, Alessia.
Oh my God, what's happening to me? It's like I started
new
taking
person.
shots and all of a sudden I want to take the lead on this fucking
Podcast.
podcast.
Anyway, so thanks for listening.
Thanks for getting...
Guys, she had
You
it for
guys would
one
think I'm
episode
drunk.
and now she's fired from
Oh
intro,
my
outro.
God.
Fired. See you next time when I start the fucking show.
Oh my God.
And then I get the heart on my side. Peace out.
Bye.